Have you or someone you know been affected by the side effects of a sedentary lifestyle? Physical activity provides many benefits and wipes away many surprising side effects of being physically inactive. A common misconception is that at a certain point in life, physical activity is no longer important. This is prevalent in our population of older adults. The risks of inactivity will be explained along with the benefits of being physically active and just how easy it is to be physically active. The amount of physical activity older adults participate in as a whole is very low. It is not common to see an older person being active, exercising, or working out. Therefore, it is not a prevalent social norm. This sets older adults back from actually participating because they might feel out of place. But this shouldn't matter. Participating in sedentary lifestyles leads to so many health risks that it shouldn't matter if you feel out of place in the gym. These sedentary lifestyles really fit into everyone's preconceived notion of what it means to have aged. No one thinks of an older person exercising. They think of an older person sitting in their lazy boy, watching TV and not moving. While people think it's okay for older adults to stay put and never be active, it only increases their dependence as time is wasted away.
Older adults are arguably the least active age group. According to research, 30% of adults do not participate in any physical activity. Only 21% of those participating actually meet the required physical requirements. The lack of physical activity comes hand in hand with the accumulating medical costs. It is estimated that older adults have $34 billion worth of medical costs. There are 2.8 million injuries treated in hospital ERs annually in this age group. Falls are the leading cause of death from injury for older adults. Risk of fall only increase with age and lack of physical activity. Older adults seem to have the highest percentage of obesity compared to other age groups. More than 2/3 of adults are overweight or obese, unfortunately. There always seems to be misconceptions when it comes to physical activity in older adults. People believe that with them being older, exercise is unsafe. Exercise can be completely safe when performed under certain guidelines. Older people can have exercise tailored to them personally. They should consult a doctor to make sure that they aren't pushing their bodies too much first, though. Although older adults are not these frail and helpless people they are made out to be, exercise can help increase their overall health, especially bone and heart health. Exercise can be fun and it is an essential part of life. They do not have to spend the rest of their retired life relaxing. They can find a sport or some sort of activity that keeps them moving and having fun at the same time. It is purely a socially constructed norm that they shouldn't participate in physical activity at that age.
The benefits of physical activity for the population of older adults are many and of much value. First off, regular physical activity strengthens muscles and bones, which will increase independence in life by reducing the risk of falling and fracturing bones. Also, having increased strength and mobility will allow the older person to perform more instrumental activities of daily living without needing assistance. Furthermore, physical activity dramatically reduces the risks of certain diseases related to inactivity. Obesity, type 2 diabetes, cancer, high blood pressure, and cardiovascular disease, among many others, are proven to be significantly reduced by regularly partaking in physical activity. Besides the physical aspect, the mental health of older adults will also improve due to increased physical activity. Studies have consistently shown that the onset and effects of dementia, depression, and anxiety are lessened, with coinciding improvements in mood and feelings of well-being. With a combination of increased physical and mental states due to physical activity, the overall longevity and quality of life of older adults will increase.
In regards to physical activity guidelines for Americans, adults are recommended to perform 150 minutes of aerobic physical activity a week. Also, it's important for adults to exercise their major muscle groups with strength training twice a week. The common challenge for adults to not exceed these guidelines because of difficulty in balancing physical activity in their personal lives. It's easier to achieve these guidelines if you pursue a daily hobby such as dancing, gardening, or even walking your dog. If you need a jump start, it's important to receive social support from your peers. Build and establish your physical activity plan, implement your plan, and make sure you stick with it. Even though the physical activity guidelines recommend for everyone to pursue physical activity, it's important to study safety guidelines. Going above and beyond can benefit in the long run, but going above and beyond can also harm you. Make sure you know your limits and never be afraid to ask for help.